welcome to the showdown where our focus is the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid dispute. Once again reignited by BJP leader Subramanian Swamy, who has claimed that construction will begin for a Ram Mandir by the end of the year in Ayodhya. Will this issue once again polarize public opinion, or has India moved beyond Mandir Masjid disputes? That's the big question on our showdown today. Joining us, Subramanian Swamy of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Please give him a big hand. And Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM MP from Hyderabad. Please give him a big hand. Two views, two clear views. Audience here. Dr. Swamy, why are you trying to do what is to be done by the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court has to decide the Ayodhya dispute. Why are you getting into it and prejudging it by saying construction will begin by the end of the year?
I'm not prejudging it. I'm making a forecast that the Supreme Court will decide in my favor. I did it when the 2G was there. I said Raja will go to jail. I said it when Mandir was taken over by the government, that I'll get it freed. These are my estimates on the basis of the evidence and the Allahabad High Court judgment.
No, you have not left it to estimates. You have also said it is mandatory for a temple to be built there. No. Why? You have organized a seminar on it. You are building a public opinion in the hope that by the end of the year you will have a temple, or you are simply trying to make your political relevance known once again.
These are accusations which you normally make. It has no sense at all. I have taken so many projects. This is not the only one, and I have both religious also I have taken, and this is a matter on which our people are very much concerned. And many people have spoken to me that I should take it up, just as I was successful in Ram Setu, I should be successful here.
And you are taking it up 1 year before the UP elections. It almost seems as if Subramanian Swamy is playing politics here. Is it about politics?
Well, if I didn't take it up this year, I wouldn't be able to take it up next year because there's an election. So I'll have to take it up in 2018, which means you'll say I'm doing it for the Lok Sabha election. This country is having elections every year.
Dr. Swamy, you are saying, therefore, you are taking it up out of public demand?
Yes.
You claim that you claim to stand for all Hindus of this country?
Well, no,
you represent all the millions of Hindus of India?
I have not met a single Hindu who is against the building of Ram Temple in Ayodhya.
But I have at the cost of confrontation or through a settlement?
That I've made it very clear that I will wait for the Supreme Court if I can't settle with him. I have in fact considered him as one of the most reasonable Muslim leaders. I would like to sit with him. And when Chandrasekhar, wait a minute, when Chandrasekhar was Prime Minister, I was the one who started with Shahabuddin the negotiations. Unfortunately, the government fell, so we couldn't complete it.
So you want a settlement? You want you would prefer an out-of-court settlement?
I would prefer an out-of-court
Otherwise, you will wait for the Supreme Court order.
That's right.
Respond to what you're hearing. If that is the case, then Dr. Swamy sounds very reasonable. Out-of-court settlement or Supreme Court. Why is it then that you are worried that there is some diabolical agenda here, Owaisi ji?
Mr. Swamy is saying my way or the highway. You must accept that a mandir will come up over there. You construct your masjid somewhere else, in the other side of the river. What I am saying, which every right-thinking person in India says, that this matter is in the Supreme Court. Let the Supreme Court decide based on the evidence which is there in front of them. And this is a clear-cut hypocrisy of all the Hindutva forces. Rajdeep, I can give you a classic example. Beef is banned for food, but a torture of bull is allowed for sport. What is this? Isn't this hypocrisy? That you want to ban beef for food, but a bull can be tortured in Tamil Nadu. But
come back to the Mandir issue.
This is a classic example of the hypocrisy. Secondly, if Ram Mandir is the issue, let BJP say very clearly that we have forgotten governance for which the people of India voted for them. We have forgotten revival of economy. We have forgotten stopping of terrorists entering our country and killing our soldiers and attacking our airbase. Let them say categorically what Mr. Swamy is saying. This is our new agenda, which was always there, that construction of Ram Mandir is the first and only priority of Modi government.
Are you ready to have a settlement with Dr. Swamy?
I will go on record and reiterate what I have said earlier, that whatever is decided by Supreme Court has to be accepted by Mr. Swamy and Mr. Owaisi. Let the Supreme Court decide.
Time bound. Are you ready for a time bound order? Time bound.
Rajdeep, Mr. Swamy is part of the Modi government, not the government, but the ruling party. Let him go and tell Mr. Modi that let this government give an application to Supreme Court that we want this case to be heard on day-to-day basis.
You are ready for that?
Yes, exactly.
You are ready for day-to-day?
Yes, we are ready. We are ready. Please.
Dr. Swamy, he is ready.
First time I'm hearing it, but all his other colleagues especially from the Sunni Waqf board will not agree.
I am saying this after speaking to Mr. Zafaryab Jilani, who is the main person in this Babri Masjid case, and I'm not saying as individual opinion. I am telling you, please do it. Put an application Supreme Court.
Day-to-day hearing.
Day-to-day hearing, yes, do it.
Dr. Swamy,
that's a step forward.
We have come, there's step forward, but along with that, where the step back is, in this country, sir, every month, 10 lakh young Indians are coming into the job market. Unko naukri chahiye. There are people today who are under the poverty line. Unko roti chahiye.
Yes, I agree.
Lakhs of people ko ghar chahiye.
I agree.
Roti, kapda, makan, naukri, you have forgotten. You are worried about Ram Mandir. Sir, Ram Mandir se naukri nahi milne wali, sir. Only Subramanian Swamy and friends will get naukri.
That is your estimate.
That is the truth, sir.
No, that is not the truth.
The focus should be on the economy.
That is, I'm sorry.
Why on the Mandir again?
No. Narendra Modi is focusing on it. I am focusing on the Ram temple. So there's a division of labor.
Division of labor.
Exactly. Mr. Swamy has spoken the truth. That is, there's a division of labor. It is the RSS, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Bajrang Dal, and then the political wing of BJP. So there's a division of labor. There's also a division of labor. And Mr. Swamy is representing one arm of the Hindutva forces. You know,
are you saying people voted for Dr. Swamy's party only because of the economy, nothing to do
no,
with that?
No, people voted for BJP because Mr. Swamy played a very major role in exposing the corruption. People thought that Mr. Swamy, by exposing 2G and playing an important role, will ensure that corruption will be the main issue. Mr. Swamy took up the issue of governance. Mr. Swamy took up the issue of terrorism. And people unfortunately believed him. Now Mr. Swamy has changed it and brought back Ram Temple.
Swamiji, you know, it seems there are two Subramanian Swamis. One who fights corruption and one who wants a mandir.
Yes.
I thought that the focus of this government was to remove corruption, get jobs, get the economy on track. You have brought back mandir. डर मुझे ये है कि जब भी बीजेपी कमजोर हो जाती है तो मंदिर का मुद्दा उठाती है ये कहीं सही है कि नहीं डॉक्टर स्वामी यू आर ब्रिंगिंग दिस बिकॉज यू फियर इन सम वे that the BJP needs to bring these issues from time to time.
No, you see, we are sophisticated people. We are not one-dimensional minds. We have got many dimensions. And I can think of fighting National Herald corruption. I can also think of building Ram Temple and also to freeing the temples of Tamil Nadu from the government control. I can do multiple tasking. Multitasking is part of my work.
No, but multitasking is fine, but the government is not using him as a cabinet minister. They must use this multitasking.
One minute. Sir, the worry, I'll tell you what the fear is.
Yeah.
The fear, and both Mr. Owaisi and Dr. Swamy, you need to answer this. Both of you, in a sense, are playing to your constituency. You are saying, and I've said this to you before, कि Islam खतरे में. Islam खतरे में है. And you will say, जो हिंदू हित की बात करेगा वही देश पे राज करेगा. You will end up creating a Hindu-Muslim divide by reviving. This country does not need another Hindu-Muslim divide, sir. बहुत हो चुके दंगे. बहुत हो चुका है कि हिंसा. We want settlement. You cannot have this settlement.
I'm ready to settle.
But
he's not ready to settle.
No, he's saying your settlement is my way or the highway.
No.
What if the Supreme Court says the status quo? What if Supreme Court says status quo, masjid must remain where it is, mandir can be built?
I have to disagree with you. Now, please understand that if I had said that I am taking 5 lorries from Hyderabad with the construction for masjid material, what would happen? If I start holding seminars in all the universities, if I get permission, what will happen in the country? I am not showing aggression. I am saying the issue has to be tackled by Supreme Court. I am saying there are far more important issues which needs the government of the day attention. That is governance. That is employment.
But he's entitled to hold a seminar and express his views. You cannot stop him.
But there is an additional constitutional duty on the ruling party to discharge their constitutional duties. And are they discharging their constitutional duties by raking up issues which will polarize the nation? Their constitutional duty is to ensure
Are
that
you saying
governance
he's trying to pressurize the Supreme Court? Is this all being done to pressurize the Supreme Court? Is this what you are suggesting?
I am surprised that a man of Mr. Swamy's caliber can say that the judgment will come by the end of the year. He knows very well that just to translate the documents which are in Arabic, Gurumukhi, Sanskrit, Hindi, and various, to translate that takes 6 months. So where is August?
Dr. Swamy, are you doing this to put pressure on the Supreme Court? Why is it that we hear of VHP activists now taking bricks and taking them to Ayodhya, creating the impression that the Mandir is about to be built, the masjid, if anything, will be built across the river Saryu? An impression is being created that you want to put pressure on the Supreme Court for an early judgment.
Well, there are two questions. One is this about the materials being taken into Faizabad and into Ayodhya. And the other is the putting the pressure on the Supreme Court. I think it's an insult to the Supreme Court to suggest that. I don't think this, in fact, in one case I know they have, Supreme Court has issued contempt notice of somebody saying that Mr. So-and-so is pressurizing the
So
Supreme
why are
Court.
bricks being taken? Why are bricks being taken?
Now I come to the second question. So first of all, there is no question of any Indian capable of putting pressure on this Supreme Court. It's got the finest judges and they are not going to listen to anybody. Okay, number one. Number two, about this materials being taken, I found to my surprise that Mulayam Singh and Akhilesh are not objecting. So why is he objecting?
No, the reason they are not objecting, Mr. Swamy, is that you are in cahoots with them. There is no difference between Samajwadi Party and BJP, because Mulayam Singh knows very well that he has agreed to very well abdicate or lose power in favor of BJP.
No, 1 minute. You are saying that Mulayam Singh has agreed to the building of the Ram Mandir?
I am saying,
are you saying that? Are you making that allegation?
I am saying Mulayam Singh and BJP have agreed on certain issues, that is to polarize the atmosphere in Uttar Pradesh so that a sense of insecurity is created among Muslims, and Mulayam Singh assumes and becomes Maulana Mulayam. And here you have BJP saying we are here to ensure that Ram Mandir is built. Both of them know very well that you cannot do anything unless until the Supreme Court decides. But to rake up this, and they are being badly exposed.
Dr. Swamy, आपकी कोई मिली भगत लगती है according to Owaisi
So he says this is news to me, because he is popularly called Mullah Mulayam, and he has got Azam Khan. So why is Azam Khan silent on this? I want to know.
No, Mullah Mulayam and Swamy. You know, Swamiji on two. No, I'm just trying to understand this. Why is it in 2016, sir? I come back to where I started. This country needs jobs. Our economy should be the focus. The future of our young should be the focus. Will building a mandir help the young of India, or will Indian young be helped by giving them jobs?
Yes, according to me.
That is what I am saying. What should be the priority? You are an economist.
Yeah.
What shouldn't your priority be to advise Narendra Modi ji how to create more jobs in the economy, not how to build a temple?
No. It's the issue is that I believe, having traveled all over the country, talked to people, that the young people not only want jobs and a good life, but they also want Ram Mandir. That is amongst the Hindus. And even amongst the Muslims, they say that, well, since you are agreeable to building a masjid elsewhere, we have no problem. But it is the Muslim leaders who are losing their clientele that they are making such a fuss.
Rajdeep, the destruction of Babri Masjid is more than the Hindu-Muslim issue. It relates to the rule of law of this country. Rule of law of this country. And that is why the Supreme Court will decide on the title dispute.
If the Supreme Court on that title dispute says that the disputed area goes to building a temple,
whatever is the decision,
and a masjid has to be built adjacent or on the other side of the river, you will accept it.
Rajdeep, whatever is the decision has to be accepted by each and every Indian. But please understand, but for the demolition of Babri Masjid, would the Allahabad High Court given a partnership or a partition suit decision? No, they couldn't have. That is the main issue over here.
My fear, Dr. Swamy, before I take this break is, I lived through the 1990s, sir.
So
when the demolition of the Babri Masjid led to riots in this country. Dange hue the. Do you really want again riots to take place? Do you want to create an atmosphere in this country where riots take place? Does anybody in this country, किसी को दंगे पसंद है कि नहीं? कोई भी एक व्यक्ति है यहाँ? Everybody wants this, whatever decision has to be taken peacefully. See, that is the worry is.
The people who did the dangas, they are sitting in Dubai. Please go and bring them back and we'll prosecute them.
Ek minute.
No, Rajdeep, I'm happy. Rajdeep, I'm happy that he has talked about it. Mr. Modi went to Pakistan. What happened, sir? He came back empty-handed. Kahan gaya, sir, wo sab baatein? I mean, he met Nawaz Sharif in Lahore and Hafiz Saeed was under his nose. Not even 20 kilometers from Nawaz Sharif's house. Where have all this nationalism gone, sir?
No, my point is very simple. My point is very simple. If the two of you can come to a TV studio, if you can discuss this issue, if both of you are saying you are ready for some kind of a settlement, is it not possible for Muslim leaders and Hindu leaders to sit across a table and find a solution?
I'm ready.
The settlement can only come from the Supreme Court. Simple as that. Because
will the people accept? Will the Muslim populace accept the Supreme Court?
Rajdeep, as an Indian, each and everyone will have to accept the Supreme Court judgment because you must have confidence in the legal system. And I'm happy that the Supreme Court will take note of it because the evidence which is there, it is not going to be a decision, I'm sure, on the basis of Mr. Swamy's Astha. It is going to be a decision on the basis of evidence, on title, on documentation. It cannot be on the assumption that, oh, my Astha is there, so the judgment has to come in my favor. No, it will not be like that.
Okay, we are looking at two sides of the Babri Masjid Ram Janmabhoomi dispute, which has been reignited by the claim by Dr. Subramanian Swamy that construction will begin on the disputed site by the end of this year. I want to get in some audience questions and raise that question. What is the most important issue before the nation? Aap bataiye.
Yes, the question I have is that the Supreme Court judgment can go either way, and that, irrespective of what both of you say here, will cause acrimony. Isn't it in national interest that you both sit and settle, as Mr. Swamy is suggesting, and is that not, it's not going to help the nation if you fight after the judgment?
No, sir. As an Indian, I would request you to please have confidence in our legal system. Yes. Please have confidence in the legal system.
I have confidence in legal system. I don't have confidence in politicians. आप लोग अपनी नेतागिरी करेंगे verdict के बाद. That is the worry.
Rajdeep, the country is bigger than Asaduddin Owaisi. The country is bigger than Mr. Swamy. And the country requires justice to be done for it to have a peaceful closure.
Yes, this boy wants a question. Yes.
Sir, I just want to ask one question. Instead of fighting on Babri Masjid and Ram Mandir, why don't we make a school or hospital there?
Yes. How many of you would like a school or I want to ask this audience. Swamiji, let me ask the audience.
It will help the people.
एक मिनट. कितने लोगों को इस ऑडियंस में लगता है कि वो डिस्प्यूटेड साइट जो है वहां स्कूल या हॉस्पिटल बने तो देश का उद्धार होगा? नो. ये देखिए डॉक्टर स्वामी, ओवैसी जी 80-85% are saying मंदिर मस्जिद छोड़ो, स्कूल या हॉस्पिटल बांध दो. Are you ready, ओवैसी जी?
Rajdeep,
are you ready for a school or hospital?
Please, Rajdeep.
Are you ready?
Listen, no, Rajdeep.
नहीं, अब
I am ready for all schools. I am ready for all schools. That is why you have not given schools in Muslim localities. You have given police stations to me.
Sir, आप मेरे क्वेश्चन का जवाब दीजिए.
Who has stopped you from giving schools?
आप
Instead
मेरे
of giving
सवाल का जवाब
schools,
दीजिए. 80-90%
I agree with that. These are all good intentions. But have these good intentions been translated by the Congress and BJP who have been power in this country?
Sir, will you support it?
You have not given me schools. You have given me police stations.
Let
the Supreme Court decide. Who are you and me?
You are not answering my question.
I am answering you.
No, 1 minute.
Supreme Court has to decide.
Dr. Swamy, are you ready for a school or a hospital? उस स्कूल का नाम रहे राम रहीम स्कूल. चलिए, राम रहीम हॉस्पिटल. आप राम रहीम हॉस्पिटल बांधिए उधर. Come on, Dr. Swamy.
Hey, you're asking me a question?
Yes, I'm asking.
All right, then don't interrupt me.
1 minute.
Then don't interrupt me. I reject it, and these people need to come to my seminar to improve their brain.
You reject it. Okay. Why do you? We won't ask you that. Come on. You ask your question.
The first thing is youth want peace. Okay. My question is from Swamiji. Why you suddenly highlight this topic, Ram Mandir? I agree with you. I agree with the construction of Ram Mandir. But there are many other topics that want to be highlighted.
What is the most important one, madam? Madam, एक minute. What is the most important topic for you? किस टॉपिक पर आप चाहती है कि सरकार अपना काम करे? मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू.
Construction of schools, colleges, hospitals, washroom facilities, etc.
Job.
That's it.
I presume you want job. नौकरी
The
चाहिए
main
ना?
thing is jobs.
जितने भी यंग लोग हैं.
So my question with you,
Women
after getting a
security.
mandir constructed,
See, it is
we'll
now,
get the job.
Acha, 1 minute. You have made your point. We are in 21st century India. In 21st century India, battles which were fought as to who demolished what structure in 1526 is not going to take us forward, sir.
That is your opinion.
Right? No, that is the opinion, I think, of majority of people here.
No, that's not the opinion of the
Majority have
country.
already said they would
I'm
prefer.
sorry, I don't agree.
I offered them a Ram Rahim hospital. They have all supported it.
It doesn't matter. This is not a representative sample then. This is not a representative sample according to me.
This is not a representative.
Absolutely. In our country, people want both. And both can be done.
Rajdeep, this is a scoop for you. This is a scoop for you. Breaking news. BJP's new agenda is construction of Mandir. Because Mr. Swamy belongs to BJP. He is saying what Modi is not saying.
No, Mr. Modi has never used the word Ram Mandir.
Mr. Modi
Mr. Modi has not said Ram Mandir.
Mr. Modi has given this job to Mr. Swamy. Mr. Modi does not want him in cabinet, but Mr. Modi has given this job
You're
to
saying he has outsourced this job.
exactly to Mr. Swamy, that you keep on harping and talking about Ram Mandir. Because we should not discuss Pathankot, we should not discuss about DDCA, we should not discuss about the economy which is going down, we should not discuss about the farmer suicide, because this government has completely forgotten governance. They have completely forgotten governance.
My limited point is, Dr. Swamy, and this is the final point I want from both of you. Has the time come for you and Mr. Owaisi and other leaders to either settle this mutually or forget about it and focus on governance?
I'm ready anytime. He's a nice guy. It's easy to talk with him. I'm ready anytime. But the problem is that the Sunni leaders won't accept his opinion.
My point is, if the two sides are not able to settle it amicably.
By the way, it is a Shia masjid, so therefore it is his right, but he is not active in that.
Sir, my point to you is, if you are not able to sort it out for whatever reason, are you ready to then put it aside on the back burner and say, let us now focus on governance, let us focus on roti,
this is part of the governance.
Naukri.
This is part, in my definition, this is part of the governance.
This is part of governance.
Absolutely.
Building a temple is part of governance.
Build a new identity for India.
This is breaking news for you. This is breaking news for you. That this is breaking news. Mr. Swamy stated the obvious. We must congratulate him for being honest enough, which Mr. Modi is not. Mr. Modi is hiding behind his garb of all, talks and foreign visits and Nawaz Sharif. Mr. Swamy now has stated the truth that governance, employment, stock exchange, economy have gone to the dogs. The real thing is Ram Mandir. I must thank you, sir, for your honesty. Okay, I must really thank you for honesty.
But I will ask you also in conclusion, don't you think a grand gesture can be made by the Muslim community on this issue of Ram Mandir, because it may also build friendship between communities?
Rajdeep, how long am I going to live on gestures or being a court jest in the courts of Hindutva ideology? Am I some sort of joker to you that I must dance to someone else's tunes? No. This is a question of rule of law. This is a question related to the strengthening of our democracy, and this will be decided rightly by the Supreme Court. Let the Supreme Court decide. Why should I sit and talk with the Swamy or Hindutva?
I'm going to leave it there. Let the Supreme Court decide. In the meantime, I think we have all agreed, a lot of us have agreed, that maybe Dr. Swamy and Mr. Owaisi should consider my idea of a Ram Rahim hospital to be built in Ayodhya.
Outside the question.
My idea.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. On that issue, on that note, we hope whatever solution is taken, whether it's a hospital, whether it's a temple, whether it's a masjid, it must be done peacefully. This country wants the issue resolved peacefully. Mr. Owaisi, Dr. Swamy, and this wonderful audience, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.